Alright, so this is gonna kind of go over the event that just happened. They made an announcement yesterday, and you can kind of see there's a link on the subreddit and also on their forums about having some kind of event at 6:30 Pacific. And this is kind of leading up to that. This is everyone just jumping around Academy Corner at Thade. There's just a ton of people. It's ridiculous how many are out here. You can kind of hear me talking to people. I sped the video up quite a bit because there's no way this was my frame rate playing. You can see that it was somewhere around like 4 to 5 FPS for the majority of the time. But yeah, just kind of waiting for the event to go through. You can kind of see like these Realm broadcasts coming out. They were kind of telling people, hey, welcome. This is us starting to actually head out to Algarok. They told the Dominion where they wanted them to go, and now everyone's starting to go towards the taxi to get out there. This actually looks pretty cool going out there. So I actually clicked on the wrong place twice, but the first time it didn't load because we needed to actually go to the northwest there. But yeah, kind of looking back and forth, see this just insanely long trail of taxis, especially over here. I started actually looking around for it. So it just looks ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. There are a shit ton of people. Like, are you on the taxi right now? I went into Thade. Yeah, I am on the taxi. Look in front of you and behind you. It's the funniest thing to make. Oh my god. Yeah, I got on like an hour and some change early, took a little footage of that stuff, and then got back on and it was like double, maybe triple the amount of people. It was insane. A lot of us stopped at the wrong place. Shit. Awesome. How are you back in the train? Thanks. It is faster. It's being in taxi too. Got my last ability checkpoint. For 18. I can't move right now. I'm stuck in the taxi as it landed.
Yeah, lands, and I end up going back. I just like to have this part just to show all the taxis. It's pretty nuts.
I don't see how this isn't crashing Algarok right now. I have no idea. I'm interested in why they chose this specific location. I'm probably going to be a pain in the ass to get up. Like you can usually use the Loctite crystals to jump up. Wait, you can still jump up. Yeah, it's an aura button. Yeah, well, no, you have to get the crystal first, and then you can jump. No, you don't. It's just
Well, there's a little lag coming up here, so just kind of skip through it. Just because getting on mounts was already hard enough. So here we are just getting into it. And apparently there were some phasing issues because the people I was with weren't actually seeing what I was seeing, and then later on you'll actually see this thing disappear, and it's because they went to their side.
Oh my god, and everyone's attacking it.
But during this whole time people were attacking the Rouse Tower and giving us like even less frames. Again, this is why I kind of sped it up, because there's a lot going on, but just it looked awful.
Oh, you get people are getting transformed into it. I mean, wait, no, they're not. They just got their pets out of it. I gotta turn off the plates. Fuck. Wait, no, I targeted a guy and it said, no, that's a player. People are getting turned into the Universal House Tower as they attack it or something. Oh, thank God. I can see it again. I turned my plates on. I'm attacking and seeing what happens, but... Oh, you have to activate on it. Oh, wait. Oh, no, there's tiny little Universal House Towers. Yeah, that's people who are turned into them. It's a mod you can access. You activate on it and it turns you into
But basically what we figured out was that you could try to attack it, but it wouldn't do any damage to it. It actually looked like it had an absorb, but after a while it was just kind of, you couldn't actually hit it. So what actually you could do was use on it, and then it would turn you into a Rouse Tower, and then you can see that someone's controlling it, moving around. I'm pretty sure it was time travel. I had to put my finger on it, but who knows. Eventually see it running around. It starts using what the medic movement ability is, but it starts teleporting around. Made its model a little bit bigger. Just still running around. I think it's so it's easier for people to click on it, but who knows.
And they're just walking around right now as this giant fucker. My hoverboard disappeared. I'm just floating. I've been floating for the air. Never had a hoverboard. Cool. Where's my trike? My trike. Those things, the same one. This thing's spinning around and like people just like, is there an admin controlling? Like, no shit, someone's controlling it. Do you have a buff or anything like that? Nope, they just changed the size of it again. I'm just wondering why I can't see it. And it, like, what the hell, that's like teleporting. It like keeps like phasing out and then like reappearing. I see a wall there, okay? because there's so many people here. Like, I don't think they have phases set up for open world zones like this. Like, for instance, zones like Crimson Bay, I can imagine something like that, but for this, I don't think they've ever had an architecture set up. Come to the front. I mean, that's a relative direction. To the entrance. Wait, I mean, the entrance to the top of the hill. Just like the entrance up here next to the British Star, guys. Oh, it says I'm a rouse tower when I hit on my player screen. I don't know. But I'm still not on my screen. When you first come in, there's like drill guys or whatever. There's 2 or 3 Protostar guys, and they're by a drill. Sitting right in front of the Protostar guy right now. Yeah, I don't see anything. Do you see XA car 2 shadows? No. There's no other faces then. Oh, now it's a demon rouse tower flying around. I mean, hopefully something happens here. Like, I'm all about going to a zone and doing something, but going to a zone being like that, just watching a dev control a giant fucking sheep that changes into different models. I mean, you gotta give something else. You guys go, happy anniversary, here's a model we can control that we've been doing since beta. This is worse than Scorchwing, like, holy shit.
Here you can see that it turns into like a rouse tower or whatever. People are just still attacking. You have a bunch of medics kind of going off, and it just stays like this for a little bit, and then during one of these transitions you'll see it just kind of disappear. And basically what that is there are 2 different channels essentially going on, and I was playing with a couple friends of mine, and they couldn't see me and I couldn't see them, and they couldn't see the rouse tower, but as soon as it disappeared, they were able to see it. So I don't know if it's always been like that. I don't recall there being different channels in the game before, but maybe that's what this was testing, because there's a ton of people here, and maybe you had to reach a certain threshold for the zone before it transferred over, or maybe it's like part of the sub-zone, who knows. But yeah, here is this Realm broadcast basically saying that, hey, thanks for coming on, and blah blah blah. And a lot of people were really upset about this, just because there wasn't anything said about what was going to happen. And they said, like, whenever everyone logged on, like, hey, happy anniversary, thanks for being here, blah blah blah. And they get everyone to fly out to this place. They're lagging the whole time. They held up raids, like tons of raids were not going on. Are you fucking serious? And after everything's said and done, it's like, okay, thanks guys, see you later. I mean, the only thing you could do is some people were able to click on a rouse tower to turn into one, and that was it. Are you fucking serious right now? I get the idea that this data is important. It gives them an idea of getting free-to-play structure set up, especially if there's a surge of players that come in. So I get it, but it's really frustrating when you set time aside to kind of get on and mess with stuff, and they're just like, oh, by the way, it was a stress test, and that's a way to bait people on to test out your stuff, because there probably wouldn't have been as many people on. But there should have been some incentive. As of the making of this video, I don't know of anything like that, but you just had basically thousands of people waste their time just to get data, and you basically baited them into it with no reason given. So, well, yeah, no reason was given. It's just very disappointing. I mean, I hope something comes of this, and hopefully community members can get something for doing this, but overall I'm just disappointed.